Okay, guys. Well, I was strolling once again. I saw something that really matters to me. Apparently, Fortnite Battle Royale is dying. Apparently. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. I just want to have a look at it. I want to see if it's any truth to it or if it's just bullshit. These stories are generally slow, so my style. Speed up a little bit. I put it to about 1.5 and see how it goes. Let's go.
Is dying. If you look at the numbers, Battle Royale is seeing lows that we have.
Let me go back. Let me check. I've got to get my...
Fortnite's Battle Royale mode is dying.
Is
If you
it?
look at the numbers.
All right, see. Oh, yeah, it's not even... No, Battle Royale, it's up there. Why is he on about? That's second. It's going to be third soon, but... Yeah, okay. I think I get the idea what he's talking about, though. But no, it's up second, so I don't know what he's talking about.
Battle Royale is seeing lows that we have never seen.
All right, players right now, 83,000. Second, 100,000. Not even 100,000. 24-hour peak. All right, so it seems to be dropping. Yeah, do you see that? Players. It's got a few spikes, but other than that, it's kind of low. He's right there. The players are dropping.
Before. Is it over? Is Fortnite done? Well, let's talk about it.
I don't think so. I think Fortnite's got a lot of different modes in it, if I'm correct.
I'm going to be going over what's been happening, as well as the 5 main reasons why it's happening and what can be done to fix it. So what is actually happening and why am I making this video? Because I have made videos like this before. Fortnite, we need to talk. But for those of you who don't know, other modes like Reload, Blitz, and UEFN maps are taking over Fortnite's player.
Yeah, I assume that's what's going to happen, guys. I don't know if you saw one of my earlier videos that were talking about these, oh, what was it? A game is dying. So a part of it was talking about how some games, like Fortnite, for example, have their own little games. So people get dragged into their little ecosystem, and yeah, this is what's happening. That's why I've got so many different modes.
Base. There are way less people playing Battle Royale right now than there were just a year ago. And look, that can be a great thing, but not when the total player base has also significantly dropped over the last year. Because when I say that Fortnite Battle Royale is dying, I'm not necessarily talking about Fortnite as a whole. Because Fortnite is still pulling in about a...
Yeah, so he's only talking about one of the game modes, not the whole game itself. Just a mode.
million players concurrent, which is bigger than most games today.
I would share. Minecraft's still up there. Fortnite's and then Roblox, okay. Counter-Strike and Go, yeah, I expected that. I didn't expect Minecraft to be up there, though. Okay, still a lot of good games up there. I understand why people still like these.
But not bigger than their biggest competitor, which in my opinion is Roblox. So BR right now has about 91,000 players, and it peaked at about 101,000 over the last 24 hours. But if we take a look back just 1 year, the average player base was about 200 to 300,000 players. Of course, in November, we had OG Remix, which was a Chapter 2 remix, and that boosted the player count significantly. But then even after that...
Yeah, every time you have a major update or a new mode, obviously people are going to come back to have a look and do that. So that's why that's gone up.
We're talking 200,000, 300,000, 400,000 average players that are playing Fortnite's core Battle Royale mode. This is the mode that everyone played back in Chapter 1, because back in Chapter 1, there was no other modes to play. Now,
yeah, I was going to say, there was nothing back then.
There's a lot of different options, and as a result of that, we're seeing average player counts of 71, 76, 98,000 players, which is about a 70% to 80% decrease from a year ago, which is pretty
he's definitely right there.
So I'm going to speak quickly from a content creator perspective. I know you guys don't necessarily care, but I'll just explain from my POV what I notice is happening with the communities around the game, because I'm very in touch with the communities, and I have a big community.
Talk, goddammit!
With the split of interests within the Fortnite player base, some people are Reload players, some people are Blitz players, some people play Zero Build, some people play OG. There isn't a strong sense of community like we had in the past. People care less and less about the new battle passes, the new POIs that come to the map, and just the new content and updates, because the player base has been split up into a bunch of different modes, and it's only going to get worse in that regard. However, this was the goal. The goal for Epic Games was to not rely so heavily on Battle Royale.
Yeah, based on what he's saying, so they don't want to rely on one mode. They want to have different modes to drag people into different areas. Now, can that be good or bad? I don't know. It can be kind of good if it's a very high count. If it's a very low count to begin with, no, it's definitely going to be bad, because you'll have trouble finding people. But if it's a very high count like this game tends to have it, I don't think it's a bad thing.
The only issue, though, is that they did not achieve the second part of the operation, which is to bring new players into Fortnite. Now, why is the Battle Royale...
All right, that makes sense.
mode bleeding players so heavily? Well, there's a few things. It could be that the formula is just outdated. When Battle Royale first came out 8-9 years ago with different games, and eventually Battle Royale on Fortnite came out, it was so new. Everybody was so excited to try it out. 100 players hop into a match, only one person wins. It was such a new concept, a very exciting concept, and getting your first win actually meant something.
Yep.
Over the years, people have gotten hundreds of wins. Some people even have thousands. And with the introduction of skill-based matchmaking and bots into the game, a lot more people have wins than they did before. So the reality is people just don't care. They don't care necessarily about the Battle Royale formula. A lot of other games are seeing bigger success in smaller, faster paced BRs. I do feel like Fortnite can do better to make the Battle Royale mode feel more exciting and rewarding. A lot of times when I hop on and I play, what takes me out of playing Battle Royale is the amount of bots I run into. There's just way too many bots. It doesn't feel like a real PvP, player versus player game. It feels like I'm just hunting down a lot of bots and occasionally we'll run into a real player. It makes the game feel dead even though there's a million people playing.
Okay, that would definitely be an issue. You don't want to play bots. Bots are no fun because they're usually pretty easy to beat. Some bots maybe not, but yeah, okay. I'm starting to get this point.
So as a result, people are splitting off to play different modes, and it creates a bigger bot problem where matches are not filling up, and Fortnite is forced to fill even more bots than there were before. And this has a pretty dramatic effect on the game, because think about this. Most of the development that Fortnite spends is on the new seasons. The new season battle pass, new season items, POIs, and themes. All of it is about the new season of Fortnite. That is where most of Fortnite's effort, at least publicly, is going towards. But if there's less people interested in the Battle Royale concept, Fortnite might take that as a sign that they need to spend less time on the Battle Royale seasons, and this could cause the entire mode to really just fall apart. Now, I did say I wanted to offer some solutions, but when it comes to the Battle Royale mode, it's very, very tricky. I know Fortnite wants to grow as a platform, which means it doesn't want to just...
I did say that, guys, early on, but it's a platform system. So there's a lot of games have this type of thing. Minecraft has it, which I have not noticed. I've definitely got to try some other stuff in Minecraft, by the way, instead of playing my usual realms. So that's going to be fun at some point.
Just depend on Battle Royale. But that also means as a community, we are more divided than ever in terms of what we actually care about when it comes to Fortnite. And you see that with interest in the game dropping significantly. Because instead of us being a united front that is excited about a new weapon or POI, there are some people that just do not care and they're more interested in the other modes that Fortnite has to offer. Which wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if the player count wasn't also dropping. And why is it dropping? Why haven't we seen a bunch of new people come into the game despite UEFN being out for 2 years? So let's talk about UEFN. UEFN is actually a genius idea by Epic to make Fortnite last forever. Because even if BR completely dies out, there are still people that want to play Fortnite with all the different skins that they've purchased, all the different cosmetics and battle passes that they have unlocked. It offers a very, very unique incentive to stay within the platform. But UEFN has not gone the way Epic has wanted, but it still can. It just has been slowed down significantly. There have been a ton of delays on key features for UEFN that could really take things to the next level, and we still don't have the thin client, which is going to be a way for Fortnite to compete with Roblox, because right now to play any Roblox map, you just need the Roblox launcher, and you can download maps individually, allowing you to hop into any single game of Roblox very, very quickly. Whereas right now on Fortnite,
yeah, I don't know if you want to really compare it to Roblox, because Roblox is full of the pedophiles, PDFs and all that, so I don't know if you want to compare it to that. But I do see his points, because Roblox looks like it's much easier to do things. I wonder why it's full of creeps in there.
Fortnite, you still have to download the entirety of Fortnite, whether you're playing on mobile or Switch or PC or console. And then from there, you can go load up a game, but it takes forever to download. So it's much harder to bring new players onto the Fortnite platform than it is on a platform like Roblox. And Roblox has really mastered the formula. They have only grown over the last year, reaching new highs of like 44 million concurrent players on a day where Fortnite only hit 1 million concurrent, which is absolutely insane. Now, I know Roblox can be targeted a little bit more towards the younger audience, and some of the older people watching might not be interested in a platform like that.
Yeah,
They're more
I
interested
know.
in the more advanced concepts that Fortnite offers, but Fortnite just doesn't have the tools yet or the ease of access to bring these players onto the platform. And as a result, almost all of the top maps and success stories on Fortnite are recreations of other games and maps. We've seen it with Steal a Brain Rot, we've seen it with Only Up, Go Garden, and then the other maps that are successful are just maps that have already existed for multiple years. So there's no real true new success stories with new concepts that actually bring people onto the Fortnite platform. And it's not because people aren't creative, it's just because with the current system, it's impossible. But the good news is that the current system is not going to stay forever. Fortnite is actively working on the thin client. They are actively working towards making Fortnite more accessible. You know, we brought it back to mobile. We haven't really seen a huge player spike since mobile came back, but that also could be because no one wants to download the whole of Fortnite onto their mobile device. They would rather just download specific modes and maps and games within Fortnite that they want to fit onto their phone. And until that's possible, we won't really see this explosion of players into the Fortnite ecosystem. But when it happens, things will change. It might not be overnight, but Fortnite's potential will reach new highs. So let's finish by talking about what Fortnite...
Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, I really that is the big problem, because when you download a game, or in this case, a platform, you don't want to download all the maps and shit all at once. I mean, you want to be able to say, okay, this is what I want. Download the extra, I don't know, 50, 100, whatever megabytes it is. That makes complete sense. So, I mean, don't really play Fortnite because I'm not a big fan of it, but each for their own, I guess. Some people love it, some people don't.
needs to do. First of all, Fortnite needs to lock in on UEFN. They need to make sure that these delays are not happening as consistently and that they can put out the key updates and features that we need to create unique and captivating maps. The second part is getting the Fortnite thin client available and making it as easy to access as Roblox. It's the only way that they will be able to compete with Roblox and maybe eventually pass them up. Third thing, and this is for you guys, I feel like we should be treating this moment in Fortnite as a transition period. And during transitions, there's always going to be huge lows, but they will be followed by big highs if the transition goes well. I believe Fortnite is transitioning away from Battle Royale being the main mode to just having a bunch of different modes that have hundreds of thousands of players. And this could be good for the platform, but we need the players to grow. So no, it's not all doom and gloom. Even if the Battle Royale mode of Fortnite is dying, even if it fully dies out, Fortnite as a platform is here to stay, and I do want to see it succeed and grow with you guys as well. I felt like this was a very important topic that a lot of people were talking about recently, so I wanted to weigh in with my opinions. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Fortnite's Battle...
All right, so, yeah, I kind of agree with that. I do understand where he's coming from. I mean, as I said, I don't really play Fortnite at all, so I don't know the whole ins and outs. But based on what he's saying, it sounds right, and it is a platform after all, so... They definitely need to get their client fixed up so they're able to download the core client, which will have its, I guess, the core part of it, and then you should be able to go in there and say, okay, what game mode do I want to play? Do I want this one? I'll have to download it, install it, and done. Instead of downloading every single one, because that will take forever. Now, I'm not too sure if that's how they work, but it sounds like it is very similar. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for the platform, guys. I think it'll do very well in the future if they can get their shit together. That's a big if. On that note, I'm Sharp256. I am out of here.